Hello. Thanks for joining us today to share your experience with media research. Please tell me a little bit about yourself and your career.
Sure. My name is Mats. Currently I'm a marketing director for Sodastream Nordics. So I'm responsible for everything marketing related for the 4 Nordic markets, plus Iceland sometimes. I've been that since roughly 4 years now. And before that, I had a similar role for Dyson in the Nordics. And before that, I was head of advertising for MediaMarkt for 8 years or something like that. So strongly from the sort of the consumer electronics sector, working with home electronics, either as a supplier or as a retailer for many years now.
Cool. And tell me a little bit more about your company, SodaStream.
So SodaStream is, first off, we are owned by PepsiCo, one of the biggest companies in the world. We are today, or SodaStream are very much focusing on revolutionizing how people consume sparkling drinks and sparkling water. So instead of buying new plastic bottles all the time, we want them to reuse what they already have home. As such, we sell the machines and the sparkling water makers. We sell the CO2 needed to refill them. We sell flavors, all of PepsiCo's flavors, but also other flavors, and we sell different accessories. We do that through a big network of retailers throughout the Nordics. We have several thousand points of sales in all Nordic markets. And we also have direct sales at sodastream.se in Sweden and Denmark.
And is SodaStream Swedish to begin with, or no?
No, well, it's never been Swedish, actually. A lot of people think we are Swedish because it's
Yeah.
such a household brand and it's been around forever. But since 2018, we are owned by PepsiCo. So in that sense, it's an American company.
Okay, but it started in Sweden.
No, it didn't start in
No?
Sweden. It started in the UK under the name Soda Club, like 120 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's way older than I thought.
But it was really big in Sweden in the 80s. So a lot of people like you think it's probably a Swedish brand, but
Yeah.
nope.
And all great inventions usually come from Sweden, so
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
just what
Yeah,
I
exactly.
assumed.
It makes
Yeah.
sense to think. Yeah.
Yeah. What challenges did you have at companies that you worked on before, like Dyson and MediaMarkt, before connecting to our service? What were your challenges there?
I think it's a bit different if you work in a retailer environment, which I did in MediaMarkt, or when I worked for Dyson, or as now for SodaStream. When I worked for MediaMarkt, I think it was, or then I used it mostly as a great tool to look at our coverage in media with the different offers we had and the different all the different advertising we had, all the different activations we did locally, because that was a lot back in those days. So it served as a very good tool to have a sort of a condensed and quick overview of everything we did in a specific day.
So you actually used it already when you were at MediaMarkt?
I think I've been a customer since like 2008 or something like that. So
Okay, I didn't
yes.
realize that. Okay, I thought you only worked with it for
No, I've done it
SodaStream. Okay,
from both ends, so to say. Yeah.
then I know. Okay,
If you look at how
that's
I've used
awesome.
it, yeah, when I work for, well, how I use it now, or also how I used it in my previous job, is I use it mostly, or we use it for 3 different purposes, I would say. So first off, is of course to understand our presence in our retailers' advertising. And that may sound simple, but when you are working in a Nordic operations across 4 or 5 markets, it's really valuable to get a quick view of all the advertising you are in a specific day or a specific week. So understanding our presence is one. Secondly, of course, it's also a very good tool to understand competition's presence in retailers' advertising, and to see it combines with price comparison sites and pricing tools to understand the depth and width of different campaigns done, both from us but also from retail or from competition, when they are doing campaigns in different markets, to get a quick view on what's happening and how big they're going and how wide they're going and how aggressive they are going. And thirdly, we also use it for proof of performance, really. So if we have agreed campaigns with retailers, it's a very convenient tool to be able to, you know, collect those ads and save them. So I used it for sort of a variance of different purposes. Sometimes a lot, sometimes less.
Mhm. And I guess this might be, if you have the same answer, just let me know and we go to the next question. But if you have another answer, then we go for that. What do you think the impact of working with us has been?
But I think it's simplifying. I think that's above everything else the reason why I have been using the system for quite a few years now. It's easy to use and it's quick, and I can get sort of a snapshot of what's happening in the market without, you know, going into a various different websites in different markets and, you know, looking around. Here I can just go to either I go to one place and then, and, you know, I find the answer there, but often I get sort of the answer in the sort of the email condensated version that is sent out and sort of lands in my inbox, really.
Yeah, that's so good to hear. How much do you expect media research and the ad finder tool to help you in the upcoming time, like let's say in the next 12 months?
I think it's the need has been quite constantly over the years, so it's very much varying depending on how much campaigns you have or how much campaign competition have. But I use it for the same thing, and that's to get this, you know, quick and easy snapshot of what's going on in the market. And as such, I expect media research to continue to help me in that daily task of understanding what's happening in the market.
Yeah. And how come you chose media research from the beginning?
Honestly, like I said, I've used the system now for quite a few years. I don't really remember. I think it was a need that we had. I don't back then, at least, I don't think it existed any other alternatives, to be honest. How I find you guys, I have to well, to be honest, I think it was probably because I had an old colleague from when I worked in a cell phone operator, 3, who
Mhm.
Thomas Sobeus or something like that, who worked for you, and then we connected somehow. So it was a bit of a random event, but this was
Mhm.
way back.
Yeah. Um, and your overall experience with media research, like in which area did you get the most value and why?
No, again, I think it's in the easiness of getting the information I need, and it's quite uncomplicated. I think mostly I don't even need to go into the system. Quite often I don't. I get these email send outs. That's enough for me, and especially for the sales team that also uses the tools. But if you have a need of going deeper, it's quite easy to do so, and it's quite uncomplicated. And then I always found if I am in need of support or anything, it's quite easy to get a hold of the media research team, and it's been quite, you know, pragmatic and easily solutions for everything. So it's just been easy.
Yeah, great. Easy is the theme here.
Ah, that's good.
Yeah. How likely are you to recommend media research?
uh, Otherwise I would be a horrible reference
Yeah.
person. No, but I'm quite likely to recommend media research.
Say very likely. Perfect. Well, that's actually all the questions that I had. So I'm gonna turn the camera off now. Thank you so much. Let's see.
Thank you.